Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. Welcome. I hope everybody's having a fantastic Tuesday. I took the day off like I normally did. I rested, relaxed, and I actually took a nap today. Oh, I can't even. Aw, thanks, John. I really appreciate it. And speaking of John, I was going to say it in a little bit, but I'll say it since you're here right now. Is at right after this live tonight, I put it in my community post. I'm actually going on John's channel and we're going to chat for a little bit. So, right after my live tonight, jump over and join us on John's channel, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight between both of our lives. So, thank you, John. I really appreciate it. Okay, so let's just say hi to everybody real quick. So, hey, Gig Lebowski. Hey, Michael, how are you? Hey, Thomas, welcome. Hey, John. Hey, Mr. Eclectic, how are you? Hey, Josh. Hey, Miss Gig. Hey, Robbie, how are you? I saw you had a video premiering. I think right now. Is it premiering right now? I think you had something coming out right now. Hey, Kimberly, how are you? Hey, Carcool, how are you? I love that name, by the way. I think it's really cool. um, hey, Bud Soda, how are you? So yeah, I took today. Hey, Bob Alto 9, what's going on? Hey, Rodney. Whole bunch of fun people here right now. I'm so excited. I love doing Tuesdays. I love being here with you guys. And I am okay. That's the link for tonight. If anybody wants to join me. So I hope everybody had a great money making week. Hey Irene, how are you? I had a rocking weekend. I don't know whether the Jersey Shore is kicking into full gear. I don't know, but man, it was a rocking weekend. And hey Henry, how are you? I feel like it was a really true, like, multi-apping weekend and week for me. Like, it just wasn't about, hey, Jose, how are you? It just wasn't about grocery delivery. It wasn't really about food delivery, even though food delivery kicked some butt this week. But I felt like it was like a true multi-app weekend, which I'm really excited to talk to you guys about tonight. If anybody, hey Bud Soda, how you doing?
What's up? You probably just
Is it
saw
hot?
this. You probably just the first time you saw my haircut.
I did. I'm trying to check it out. Did you cut it completely?
No,
Look at you, sporting that
I got
new
the mullet.
do.
Speaking of mullets, the Lewis County Fair here is holding a mullet contest.
That is really funny.
I know you don't work today, but oh my gosh, it's been so slow. This is my first great pairing. I have 2 orders that paying really well, and so I'll be hopping in and out. But it's like a 10-minute drive there, so I'll be on a while.
I am like, that was a big step for you to cut your hair. Look at you stepping out in the world.
Yes, ma'am.
So what made you decide to do it? What made you take the plunge?
Well, it was the bad day for me. I was supposed to get family portraits done this past Saturday, is why I went to get my hair cut. And while I was up there, I was going to go to Ollie's, that cheap discount store, if you don't know what that is, if you don't have them in your area. Big lots of hold. And I went to pull in. I just got the green light, and I was still in first gear. I drive a stick. So I went and go 5 to 10 miles an hour, and this guy broadsides me at 50.
Oh no.
Yeah, I have a video if you want to watch it. You'll see how much damage to the car. I'm glad no one was with me because they would have been very badly hurt. So I took 2 days off because I was bruised and sore. I regret taking those 2 days off now. Man.
I'm glad you took
it's
the 2 days off to take it easy.
No, it's going to be rough because rent's due Friday, and I am very, very tight on money, and I'm driving a pickup truck because my car's totaled. It bent the frame. most everyone in the chat knows about that, but it sucks. Stuff happens. We move on. We keep pushing forward. So I'm
Well,
trying
this
to
should
get another
actually.
car just like it because I just
Oh
dumped
man.
$1,300. I dumped $1,300 into that car for that to happen.
Wow. Okay. Well, this is going to make you laugh, so maybe this will cheer you up. Josh said he found a Karen. That's that's why he liked it.
Oh gosh, Josh is always picking on me.
Josh is always picking on you, but I thought that might have actually made you smile.
No.
Well, I'm sorry that
Anyways,
happened to your car. Oh, that stinks. So now you're driving your gas guzzler truck, huh?
yeah. Luckily, this is a highway miles trip, and I'll average a little higher going here. But team highway miles here, but it still has to make sense. I can't do $8 for 8 miles or some crap. I'm not doing that. Now, if it's $10 for 8 miles, I'll do it. But because on Doordash at least, then there's a possibility of like a hidden tip.
Yeah.
I haven't ever seen a hidden tip, even though Para was predicting it from a order that didn't see at least $1 above what the miles were. If it doesn't say that, then they're not hiding a tip. That's just a payout.
Yeah, which Para's back up and working, at least in my area it is. Hopefully it's, working for everybody else, but Para's back up and working. I was very excited to see that.
Yeah, it's fully working right now. It's predicting tips again. I care about the flagging feature more because I had a few customers where I really wanted it because they gave me hard times.
Yeah, just real quick. Ashley, does anybody do Shipt? Well, I'm assuming does Shipt. I do Shipt. Do you do Shipt, Bud Soda? I can't remember.
I am on it, but it's in Lisa's market, not mine. Okay. So I have to travel to Syracuse to do it. And I'm definitely not doing that in a pickup, and I don't want to travel that far, even if I had the car, because gas prices are $5 a gallon. So,
yeah, I use Shipt. I feel like Shipt for me, it's been in my market for a while, so not that I feel like it's oversaturated, but there's definitely drivers in my area. I feel like I use Shipt when they send out some really good bonuses, and I try to capitalize on some of their bonuses, or sometimes when like no one's taking an order and like their promos like really go up on orders, like I kind of jump all over those. Like I had one over the weekend that it was 3 orders. Hi, Ashley. It was 3 orders. I mean, 3 items, and it was like $27 payout. And I'm like, why isn't anybody taking this? And I skipped it right up. And like, I feel like that's what I used Shipt for a lot of times. Am I like 100% like I'm going to use Shipt all the time?
So no. I didn't watch enough of your video on that. I can't remember if you showed it or not. Does it show the items? Like, does it at least show a preview of what the items are?
Yeah, it was
Was it one baby formula?
No, it was diapers. It was like a really big box of diapers, and then 2 big, like their version of the 40 packs of Walmart. I think, what is it, 28 pack for Target? I think, whatever their brand is. It was 2 packs of water, and that was it.
Yeah. So that's easy peasy. I know. Okay, that order. You had to substitute the diapers out, I think.
Yeah, I had to substitute the diapers because they didn't have the item, so I had to get the lower count one. But the way I looked at it, I'm like, I'll be honest, I'm like, this person's totally not going to tip for 3 items, but still at a $27 base pay. I hate to say, who really cares at that point? It's $27.
So there's like a couple things with Shipt I don't like is that, like, for Instacart, you can pretty much override as however you want. So, like, I get 2 of the smaller account and says, oh, this costs too much. All you have to do is refund the original item and hit add new item. On Shipt, they have to approve the substitution. And even if it's the same or lower cost, it can still say, oh, no, you can't substitute that for whatever BS reason, even if the customer wants it. So I don't understand that part of it. I've heard that's gotten better. Like, they don't like just randomly say, oh, you can't substitute these things anymore. The first gig tuber I saw doing Shipt was Nugs, and he was having a lot of issues. But more recently, I haven't. Like, when he does show Shipt, I haven't seen him. Now he moved away from more gig tube type things. But I want to try it on my way to St. Louis. I'm not going to stop in Syracuse to do it, but I'm going to work along my way if I can, and if I see a good order, I'll do it. I hope they didn't deactivate me because I haven't done any yet. Because I've been approved for
how long has it been?
2 months. I've been approved for almost 2 months now and haven't done it.
I don't know what their policy is.
Because I'm not, it's not in my market. They keep teasing that they're coming here. We have a Target. They keep saying coming soon to Watertown, New York, and they've been saying it since last year.
Yeah.
Like pretty much when I applied for Instacart, I heard about Shipt too, and I researched it, and it's like, is it coming? I researched Watertown, my towns. Like I figured at least go to Watertown, being it's beside a military base, it's the biggest city in the North Country, but no.
Yeah.
But I'm probably about to cut out here, so if I cut out, I apologize ahead of time.
No
But
problem.
it's
But
beautiful
love the
right now,
haircut.
I'll tell you that.
Well, sorry about the car. Love the haircut.
Thank you.
And then hopefully you have a good money making week.
Yeah, as soon as I drop these off, if there's no one on, I'll hop back. But I'll be in the chat or something. All right. Take care.
I'll talk to you later.
Kindness is always free, folks.
Bye, Bud Soda. And if you guys don't know, Bud Soda has his own channel too, so go check out some of his content as well. He's been putting out some really good stuff lately, so go check out his channel as well. Sorry, I'm just kind of catching up with everybody. So Thomas, Kim, Spark seems to be quickly getting oversaturated. I tend to agree with you. I was going to do a video this week on Spark. I don't know whether I'm trying not to second guess anything or speculate because I don't have all those answers to Spark. Spark was like going crazy with me, but once again, I jumped on it right when it just got to my market. And shop and delivers are really sparse, and I used to only get shop and delivers. Those have almost stopped. Wait times in my area, like I know you've seen in a couple of my videos that I've been having, to cancel a lot of Spark orders, and I get a lot of questions, and I'm going to actually dive into that. Here's the link again. I'm going to dive into that too because I get a lot of questions on the wait times and how long you have to wait. And I feel like there's a misconception out there, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I called support when I first started Spark for wait times on Spark, especially for grocery pickup. And at first, the support person said I had to wait like a half hour before I could cancel the order and get paid my $2.50. Ooh, half hour for $2.50 sounds like a really good deal to me. Note the sarcasm. And I'm like, that can't be. So a week or so later, I called back support, and they actually told me that it's a 15-minute wait and then you can cancel. And ever since then, I wait the 15-minute. Like, I don't give it more than 15 minutes. If I am not in and out and in 15 minutes, I'm canceling that order. And every time I've done it since then, I've never gotten dinged for the cancellation. I've always gotten the $2.50, and I keep on moving, keep the ball rolling and keep it moving, so that way I'm not wasting time or money. The thing with Spark with me is Spark is not around the corner. So every time that, hey Christopher, how are you? Hi Nico, how are you? I don't think I saw you come in. Hey Thomas, thank you so much for the super sticker. Very cute. Thank you. But that's kind of what I've been doing, and I've never gotten any kind of ding on, hey, I'm Monica, how are you? I've never gotten any kind of ding as far as cancellations are concerned by waiting that 15 minutes. So a lot of people have that misconception it's a half hour. It is not a half hour. 15 minutes, cut your losses, and hit the road, Jack, and keep moving. And that's if I had a cancellation over the weekend, which I think it was either Friday or Saturday night, I decided to take a chance on an order, and I'm kind of mad at myself that I took that chance just because I kind of knew better than to, chance it on a weekend, especially during, really peak, food delivery time for dinner. And it was a not good move on my end. I mean, granted, I still ended up making a $300 day, so I really can't complain. But I guess in my head, I keep thinking, how much more could I have done if I didn't waste my time doing that one sparker? Ooh, my auto my autofocus just went woo. um, so that's kind of my spark. But I'm gonna do a video this week on kind of my opinion of Spark lately. I do see many more drivers than I ever have before. Me, the gift of gab, I've actually talked to a couple of the associates, and I think it depends on your Walmart, but my Walmart, they were adjusting the amount of orders. Like they were taking in for the delivery piece of it, like the grocery delivery. They were doing 250 deliveries per day, and they upped them to 1,000 per day. And they did it without having staff and didn't have enough pickers. And it was like a disaster for a hot minute. And then they brought them back down like a week or so ago. So I'm hoping it's going to get a little better for my Spark. I just feel like maybe it's because my Walmart is new. I feel like they're still also trying to figure out the process and how it really works with how it makes my Walmart profitable and how it works with their model versus also like their pay structure with their associates. So yeah, I mean, I know coming from a retail background, it's all about payroll and how much money you can spend on payroll. It's not unlimited. So I don't know what that means for my Walmart and how it's been, but it's been, I'll be honest, it's been a little nutty at my Walmart lately. So, but I guess I can't complain because food delivery has like been kicking, like it's been kicking into high gear lately. Cam, I see Uber Eats is kicking. I was just saying that is kicking butt in your area, mine too. I feel like last summer when like Uber Eats, like last summer, I was doing like $1,000 weeks just on Uber Eats alone, and like Uber Eats was like last summer my bread and butter. And then I feel like it like September it like crashed and burned after the summer, but I feel like I'm seeing um old days of Uber Eats, come back to life. And it's been really good. I've been getting some like really good stacked orders. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, during the middle of the afternoon, I was shocked. I got a stacked order for $25. And I was like, I'm like, oh my God, I have to take it. And it was a good stacked order. It turned into a $27 stacked order. So it was a good order, but to see it in like the middle of lunchtime, I was shocked, and I'm like, Uber Eats might be back. So it was a good week on Uber Eats for me last week. So Spark is not around the corner. It pisses me off when I don't get around Robin. And that's another thing. Like, Josh, I was getting every round Robin, like my screen for like weeks would have like three or four orders to choose from. And usually it would be like three grocery pickups and one shop and deliver. And I would always choose the shop and deliver. And now there are hours I don't get around Robin, and I'm not going to sit in a Walmart parking lot and take my time and energy going into Walmart if I don't have an order already like in my phone ready to go. So that's another reason why you probably, I go where the money is. And, I feel like I can't stress that enough because that's kind of how I modeled my weekend. This past weekend is wherever I was, and it literally was turn them all on. Like I literally turned them all on and went wherever the apps were taking me, wherever the money was taking me. That is That is where I definitely was going. DoorDash is keeping me financially afloat. Uber Eats and Grubhub have almost non-existent in LA. That's interesting, John. Huh. Grubhub, and that was on my notes for today. So last Tuesday, I was like saying how horrible Grubhub was. Like the week before, I had like $24 week in Grubhub. I'm like, I don't know where Grubhub is going and what's happening with Grubhub. And lo and behold, Grubhub kicked some butt for me last week, and I'm like, okay, well maybe Grubhub is back, or maybe just my area is coming bouncing back just a little bit. So Irene, between all three food deliveries that I do, Uber Eats customers tip the best, and I don't understand why. So Uber Eats, and this could have changed. Um, I have not ordered from Uber Eats in a while. If I personally order, I order from DoorDash, and I haven't even ordered from DoorDash in like almost 2 months. It's been a while since I've ordered from any food delivery. But before, Uber Eats starts, like when you order for their customer, they start their tips at 20%, as a suggested tip base for you as a customer, and then you can adjust it up or down. And they also make it, to me, in my opinion, they make it a little harder for someone not to give you a tip. Where DoorDash, they used to, I don't know whether it has changed, but they usually start the tips for customers at like 15%, and then you can go down to like 10% or go up to 20%. So a lot of times, ooh, why is my camera going all funky? Sorry, guys. So that's the reason why sometimes you see better tips. And then I believe Grubhub, I've never ordered anything from Grubhub as a customer. But from what I've heard, they actually start their customers at 20% tip. So that's a lot of times you actually see the tip differences between the three platforms. But once again, I haven't ordered in probably a good couple months from any one of these platforms. Oh, bye, Rivas. Have a fantastic evening. Go make that money. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you guys being here. Hey, Yusuf, how are you? So Josh, DoorDash will always be my good graces compared to the dog crap Uber Eats and Grubhub give me. That's actually really funny. Um, that's actually really funny. DoorDash is still. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna put my hand over my camera for 1 second. I feel like it's like blurry and keeps going in and out. So bear with me for 1 second. Okay, there we go. Back in focus. Um, DoorDash will and always will be my it's been my number one app for like months now. Um I'm not saying it gives me the best paying orders, but the amount of orders that come in, I feel like no matter what time I go on to DoorDash, whether I'm scheduled, whether I'm not scheduled, an order will come in. It might be a $2.75 order, but they'll definitely be giving me orders no matter what time I decide to hop on, hop off. Like, to me, they're the most consistent actually giving me orders in my market. But I actually kind of agree with you, Josh. Oh, thank you, Thomas. I really appreciate it. So, Thomas did it for me. So, if everybody can right now, I see there are, let's see, 37 people in the chat right now. So, if you guys can take a moment, I'm going to take a sip of a Dr. Pepper real quick. And don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. I would be really appreciative. Okay. Hey, Sarah Sue, how are you? Welcome. So, Thomas. Okay. Okay, so Kim, will you still do high mile orders? Absolutely, especially if they're highway miles. I have never shied away from high mile orders. Even now, I still don't shy away from them. Some of my biggest orders come from doing miles and really going after those high paying orders. I call them like my big chunks of change. Thank you, Rodney. Yes, this is from Steve. Gave it to me from Rideshare Rodeo as a gift. I love it. It's like the cutest little fridge. But yes, it feeds my Dr. Pepper addiction. Um, what was I just talking? Oh, high miles. So yes, I never shy away from them. I will say, a little bit more choosier of them, just because let's face it, there is, gas. Gas prices are, still high. So I still stick to my rule, and I've always had this rule with long distance orders. My minimum has to be a $2 mile on a longer. We're losing you, Kim. Can everybody give me a thumbs up if I'm okay? Is it my mic going out, or is it just my camera that keeps going in and out? Um, so I never, okay, we're good. I never shy away from long distance miles. So my rule of thumb is still $2 per mile. Now it might be like $3 per mile, but my minimum is $2 per mile, because if I'm going there, I'm always looking for an order to come back. And sometimes you don't always get that with longer distance miles, depending on kind of where you're going, and where it's putting you. So I always put in that little extra to cover my ride back, just in case I don't get an order. But no, I have no problems doing high miles. I actually had, and please forgive me, I can't remember what comment it was or who said it, but there was a comment in one of my videos this past week asking me, is gas prices, you know, how do I feel about gas prices, and if it's, taking away from my profits. And here is my, I'm going to give you the raw, honest opinion of Kim on that one. If I was in the W-2 world and I still had a W-2 job, I would not be going to my boss and saying, "Hey, I need more money because the gas prices are so high." Like, you wouldn't have that option. Your option would be to adapt and to overcome, even if you had a W-2 job. I knew what I was signing up for when I came into this full time, and that's kind of the way I feel I'm adapting. Like, you adapt to your environment, you adapt to what is going around you. And I knew when I signed up to do this full time that gas prices were going to be fluctuating up and down. Like, I'm not naive to know that that is a possibility. And this is probably like the worst case scenario is that, gas prices right now are the highest that they've ever been. But if I had a salary job, which is what I came from, like, I would still be eating the gas and still be eating in my profits into my salary job as well. So it's not making any difference whether I'm doing gig work or whether I'm doing a W-2 job. To me, it's all relative, and I'm here to make money. And my channel is to be positive, and it's to motivate you guys to go out and make the money no matter what way you can. I'm not here to judge you how you make your money. Just go out and make your money no matter how you at all. Like, I hate to say, at all costs. Like, I during the slow times in January, I wasn't afraid to take a $4.75 order, because that's what I needed to do for slowdown times. I'm not afraid to take, you know, Oh, Christopher, happy birthday. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt my rant for a half a second. I just saw this come by. It's my birthday weekend. I'll be 50. Well, 50 and fabulous. And happy birthday, Christopher. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Um, so that's kind of my thoughts on gas prices. Like I said, my channel is just all about motivating you guys. It's not about, complaining. We can all complain until forever, I'm not getting the right orders. I'm only getting 275 orders. Gas prices are too high. Like we can complain about every single thing that each one of these apps does for us, but at the end of the day, I am here to make money. Like this is my livelihood. This is how I'm surviving at no matter what cost, no matter what order I take. And I always say I show you the good, the bad, and the real, and everything else in between because that truly is it. If I'm going to take, granted, I will say I will never take a $2.75 order, but I have taken $4.75 orders. I have taken $5 orders that had no tip in them, but you know what? I took it because that was the order that was um that was the order that was presented in front of me. That's what I took. So, you know, live it, breathe it, and you know what? Put a smile on your face and adapt. Adapting, I think, in what we do every single day. Adapting is the key to being successful. Spark hasn't been, fantastic like it has been in the weeks past, but you know what? It's all good because you know what? I went back to like I showed you a whole video. I went back to basics. I had a whole day of just food delivery. It's not dead in my market. You can still make really good decisions and take the right orders, you can still have a profitable, good day. And, I guess that's kind of my message that was coming from last week is go out, make your money, no matter what it's coming from, whether it's Shipt, Spark, Doordash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, Instacart, deliver that, which I told you DM yesterday. I said, man, you need to get me on deliver that. It needs to come to New Jersey. And he told me he's working on it. So, but no, I cannot get on to deliver that. I know that was a question last week's live is why I wasn't on deliver that. It's just not in my market. I wish it was in my market, but no, it's not. It's not in my market whatsoever. So, Josh, I hope gas going lower won't bring out the sloppy drivers again. I was seeing new drivers in my market this week. Drivers I've never seen before. Granted, it was the weekend and you get a lot of part time drivers out on the weekends, but I was seeing a lot new faces that I haven't seen before. So I don't know. I feel like it deterred a lot of people for a little while. I think I hate to say, these college kids that are just out on summer break to I don't know whether they they have a care about gas prices and they're just going to go out and make their money. At least that's my opinion. Well, granted, I'll probably date myself a little bit on this statement. When I was in college, gas was 89 cents. So I'm just kind of thinking back to like my college days. Did I really care about gas prices? No, I just put gas in my car and went. So I don't know whether some of these I'll call them kids actually take gas prices into consideration, considering they're going out and just making money. I don't know, just food for just food for that. Kim, I love that you switch strategies when you need to continue to make money. We all can learn from that. Thank you, Thomas. I just believe in adapting to what's going on around me. Like I'm not one to sit. You guys know, I feel like I have a little bit of ADHD going on. Like I can't sit still for any length of time. Like it would literally drive me crazy. It drives me crazy to sit anywhere. So if one thing isn't producing, I'm not sitting around waiting for it to keep not producing. Like I'm gonna move on. And I learned this quickly with Spark. Like it was, Spark, Spark, Spark. And there was one day I actually headed to Walmart before I even had the order. And that's where I learned my lesson. I now don't leave until I know I have an order. Even if I'm late, I don't care. I'll take the ding on the late. But and Spark orders weren't coming through. I'm like, I know it's coming. Where's it coming? I know it's coming. And I waited around. I'm like, what is wrong? Like, I like think to myself in the head, like, Kim, what is wrong with you? Why are you sitting around waiting for a Walmart order that's just not coming? And that was like my like aha moment. I said, never again. I'm never sitting around waiting for something or hoping for it to come. I'm going out and going after my money just because that's what I do. I go out and I hustle and I have goals every single day and you know, that's how that's how I live. Like, I have my goal. You guys should know what my goals are by now, but if I don't make my goal, I don't go home until I make my goal. The quicker I make my goal, the quicker I go home. So that's kind of that's my motivation. And I talked about this earlier a couple months ago, maybe 2 months ago, like anything that I make over goal, like I put into like my own savings account, and that's how I pay for like my family trips and stuff we're gonna do this summer. So it's how to me it's how I motivate myself to continue to make more money each and every day. Yeah, Bud's back. Hey, Bud Soda, you're back.
$27.91 stack.
What was it?
$27.91 stack.
Nice.
Doordash and Grubhub. So that Chinese place takes forever, and I got that Grubhub kind of late, and they were just sticker in the box when I walked in the door. It's perfect timing. So I do want to speak something else. I'm trying to help local businesses out. I approached another pizza shop. They don't, I know they're more of a traditional business. They don't want anything to do with the gig apps. So I was trying to see if I could be a 1099 driver for them. Because he said, well, throw in an application and put you want to be an independent contractor, and we'll talk to the owners about it. I'm like, all right. Worst case they can do is say no. They're not interested in anything like that. Because I have access to Fort Drum, and I'm like, I know the area very well, and they said they don't have a driver right now that has base access. So I'm like, you don't have anybody that can get a pass? Like, no. So in other words, whoever their delivery driver might have a checkered pass. Nothing against them, but they're doing honest work. I think they're just having trouble getting delivery drivers because I didn't see one on shift there at the time. But like definitely evening times, they definitely would want somebody. They're up the street here now. Another pizza and shop further down the street. I've got flyers for them over here, and they are on DoorDash now. And I finally caught a decent order going to this side of the military base that's way over here because they're closer to that. So I've been passing out their flyers, trying to write available on DoorDash on the paper because they don't have it advertised on their little sheet here, and they don't have anybody that can get on post either. So
hold on
if
for
I
one
could just
second.
help.
So Josh just said, damn, I was just about to jump on, but Bud Soda joined again. So Josh,
go ahead.
We can have 3 people on here. So Josh, I called you out yesterday on Lisa's live stream. So, get your butt on here. There's no excuses at this point. So, but no, I can have more than one person. I can try to control more. I can't do more than 6 people, but anybody else wants to join, please feel free to join away, including Josh and Lisa. Just saying.
So my question to you is, you've had to adapt and bring more apps in, but when you're doing your food delivery, have you ever been to local spots, or maybe there's a shop nearby that doesn't do the apps, but you're just sitting there waiting on orders? Have you ever thought of going in and talking about them about being an independent contractor?
There's only one. There's so many restaurants around here that already are on platforms. I do have, and I don't talk about it that often, but I do have a restaurant that they have my cell phone number for catering orders. That they don't have any, they strictly do DoorDash and Uber Eats. And Grubhub too. They do all 3, but they don't have anything for catering. So they call me directly when they have catering orders for them to deliver, because they're the only one. I'm the only one that they really trust to get catering orders set up and do catering orders for them. So a majority of the restaurants around me are on these platforms already, so they kind of already know what kind of I hate to say they're already on these platforms, so they really don't need independent contractors. I did have a pizza place offer me a job to be a waitress and a delivery driver all at the same time on Sundays.
Lisa had something like that. They basically wanted her to be a delivery driver and do everything else too, but they just pay her a tip wage for it, and then you're 100% dependent on the tips, and you have to take all the orders. So don't have that freedom and flexibility when you could be out doing something better.
It's funny because it's the owner who keeps offering me the job, And I said, how much do you, I said, well, how much is it an hour? And I was, for a waitress and a delivery driver, it was a good hourly wage. I mean, it was, $12 and think like $12.50 an hour, but you got to keep all your tips for delivery and for a waitress. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, I make like close to like $30 an hour. And the guy just like stared at me. He thought like I was joking. And I'm like, no, really, that's how much I make.
I've gotten the same kind of responses from people. They're like, oh, how much you make doing this? Hey, Lisa.
Wait, where's my camera? Oh, there it is. I never know where my camera is. There it is.
How are you? Thank you for joining. See, Josh, Lisa joined me. We're missing Josh now. Did he have
Josh is supposed to be up here.
I know. I said I called him out yesterday on it.
Thank you for joining us on our live stream yesterday. I appreciate it.
Oh, anytime anybody asks me if I have the time, I will try to squeeze it in the best I possibly can. It just so happened to be I was like literally pulling into my driveway to make dinner. So I'm like, okay, I have 5 minutes before like my husband kills me for not making dinner.
So I'm pushing this to, have you thought of helping to advertise local businesses to help them out, because one thing scratches the other,
Yeah, so yes and no. The same place who actually does the catering for me, he wanted me to do a video and like have him tour his restaurant and like do like a whole video on like his restaurant and what it looks like behind the scenes. And he was actually going, I thought it was going to be pretty cool. He was actually going to show like oh, sorry. Oh, no. I hit the wrong button by accident. It said leave the screen. I'm like, oh, no. I'm like, oh, no.
She's kicking me off already.
I know, like, oh my goodness. And they were going to actually show the tablet. So as drivers, we knew what the restaurants see on their end. So we kind of knew, from a driver's perspective and a restaurant's perspective. But he actually is a franchise, and they were very strict on what was being shown. So I couldn't, unfortunately, we couldn't go forward with it just because they were very strict on what was being. They were okay with me going in and out of the restaurants like I do with a lot of
but not showing the inner workings.
But not showing the inner workings, unfortunately.
Yeah, so like, I try to advertise local spots and help them if I can. I got a pizza truck, but right now it's summertime, so he's bouncing event to event to event because that's more profitable for him. So, I can't do my 1099 with him right now. I'm like, when are you coming back to drum? Come on. Like a day like today, I could have really used him because I'm so slow. And, Spark came in a little bit of clutch. I got a $25 order while sitting there eating lunch at this local pizza shop that's not on the apps. Like a Spark kept boosting. It actually boosted all the way up to $20 for a single order. And I caught the customer as she's coming home, and I got the order in like 4 minutes, which is just like an all-time record for Walmart Spark.
Wow. So Lisa, you were in my neck of my woods. So how was your trip? Tell us about your trip.
Oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. And I did really, really well. I did really well over the weekend.
So you saw Michelle from Home Base Income, right?
I did. She took me to get something to eat and everything. Oh my God, she is so sweet. So sweet. We talked for hours. Like, I left extra money for a tip, right? Just because we were in this guy's spot for so long. She's like, what are you doing? I said, well, Michelle, we've been here for a long time. And then we just talked. She's so easy to talk to and so nice. And she just full of smarts. Like, I was thinking about doing the dumplings. Steve's actually, and I was telling Bud Soda this earlier, that Steve actually has got my interest peaked into doing dumpling, and then offering extra services, You know, like the dog walking or giving them rides to someplace like, if they need a ride or something. So I was thinking about that. And then Nico, who also was in the stream with us, she said she was going to show me her website. So because she does how she gets her business.
Oh, I didn't realize. I didn't realize Nico did dumpling. Nico, you're holding.
No,
oh,
she does a courier.
Oh, okay.
She has a courier business.
Like, last minute kind of services, like she's looking into like tires and stuff like that, like because that's a high demand in her area. That they always need people to carry around tires, and they're always a good paying order. So she's thinking instead of doing it through the apps, she'll just charge directly, and if she needs something outside the area, then she'll charge a premium, and she can make her money that way and eventually get on drivers. So that's like really, really awesome. She's doing that. Like, Michael, if you're listening, that's awesome. I'm really amazed.
I hope she's not listening. I hope she's sleeping. That girl's been up for over 48 hours.
Oh my God, Nico, go to sleep.
Right?
Lisa, you were just as bad the other night.
Whatever.
She's like, you guys kept me up, and I kept telling her to get off the stream and go to bed.
Last night, yeah. I couldn't get. I think I got a second win when I pulled in from Long Island because I was wide awake and everything else, and they're like, "Lisa, go to bed." I said, "I am in bed, not sleeping."
Hold on, just real quick. I want to answer this. Kim, how far are you away from Mount Laurel? So Mount Laurel is in.
Don't answer that question till he gets up, because he's got to get on the stream, and then you can answer the question.
Oh, good one, Lisa. Okay, Josh, I'm not answering any more questions until you join my live. Oh, thank you, Lisa. That was a good one. Oh.
There you go.
Stop being camera shy. It's like,
stay tuned for that answer. I do know that answer. That's
like,
actually really funny.
Josh joined me on my live.
Josh, what do I have to do to get you to join my live, Lisa? Come on. But real quick, hi, Ellen. How are you? You joined. I saw someone else join too who is new. Sorry, bear with me. Oh, hey, Kayla. How are you? She goes, hi, Kim and everyone. I finally caught you live. So welcome, Kayla. And then I also saw this real quick. So Thomas, Kim's lives are the best drivers in Candy. So I have the best drivers that come here on Tuesdays. They are like a wealth of information. I saw a lot this week, a whole bunch of new comments, which is fantastic. So guys, keep the comments coming because I answer every single comment that comes through. And they might be a little delayed, but I do answer every comment. But we have some new drivers out in the world. So please, if you want to learn a lot, there's so many new, there's so much wealth of knowledge in, Tuesday nights. So please feel free to join us with some great drivers that are out there in the world. So anyway, I just thought I would say that really quick. Okay, so dumpling. So I've been curious. Steve has me curious about dumpling, and so does Michelle. Michelle does some really good informational videos on dumpling, and what got me thinking about dumpling was actually Spark. I kept getting a couple of repeat customers, and some of them were like, "Oh, we wish we could get you every single week," and I'm like, oh, if I had dumpling, I could just give them my business card and just continue to build my base with dumpling and do my own personal shopping. But
yeah. I've been getting a lot of comments too, and then when I did Corner Shop in Long Island, they sent me today an email of all the compliments I got while I was in Long Island. So, I'm thinking more about it because I'm actually I'm enjoying the Spark. Okay, don't tell Steve, but I kind of been enjoying doing Instacart a little bit. Shut up. The orders I pick though, he's showing some really bad orders. I take orders that are reasonable, short distance, not a lot of stuff. That's what I've been getting. And I've been enjoying it. So, and the one thing is I can you tell people when they say that, because Steve checked with a lawyer. And if you're on another app and they say stuff like that, oh, by the way, yeah, I'm going to be starting my own dumpling business and I'm going to be offering a lot of services. So that apparently is not against the TOS. When you're delivering and you've already delivered and then they give you this compliment, they meet you and they give you you're allowed, he checked with a lawyer and you can say that. You can say, yeah, I'm starting up my own business and, things like that. So hopefully, when I look at Nico's website to see how she's got it set up and everything, that's when I kind of get an idea, because I had one at one time before I started the channel, and I just couldn't keep up with it. But she said everything goes through her email, so she only touches it up once it's up.
So like, I really do want to do that, but it's like when I say what dumpling is and what the idea behind it is, it's like everyone gets iffy because the apps are easy to use as a customer and it's just easier to order off Doordash or Instacart or whatever than it is to try to go through an app like Dumpling to get me and order it that way. But I mean, I get compliments all the time. No tip order, fun. But anyways.
But the thing is they won't get all those fees as they get with the apps.
Yeah, like I won't charge them all the fees, but I will charge, a certain amount. I'll make, 30% my bottom, and, it's got to be worth my time. And like, hey, if you want me, like, let's say that customer from eBay yesterday, I took a $33 for 27 miles down the tail end of lunch, and I stacked a DoorDash and a Grubhub with it. I got a video up, but whatever. Shameless self-plug. But anyway, like, I went all the way up there. Let's say that customer really enjoyed it, but she seemed to be trying to keep her dogs from, going crazy because they're overexcited that someone was there. So I didn't get a chance to talk to her, but she seemed very pleased with my services. And I get a lot of customers a lot of times. Man, I haven't had a good shopper in a long time. I had one, I think it was like 2 weeks ago now. I had a Hannaford for $80. Like, it was $78, ended up being $80. And this lady's like, yeah, my daughter used to do Instacart, and she appreciated my good communication, my good selection choices. That I gave her choice on. They didn't have like her cut of steak or pork she wanted, and I pictured what they had and gave her a lot of choice. And and she was like cool with me being proactive. And I'm like, well, they have the bulk size, they have the smaller size, and I could just substitute as I need. And she was all good with it. She got absolutely everything. I didn't refund a single thing. And she's like, it's been such a long time since I had someone so communicative, someone who's very active on getting everything I needed. So she gave me a $20 cash tip on top. So that order was basically a $100 order. And you could call it a unicorn, but I was in that store for 55 minutes. So that's not a unicorn to me. When I was over from start to finish, I was an hour and a half.
But that's the idea of the website. So you're not explaining it to them. Say, I have a website up, you can check it out. And then just give them the website with everything that you do.
Good call. Hey guys, I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to have to end this soon so I can jump on to John Kalian's live at 9:15. So I'm going to be wrapping it up. But thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And next time I send you a link, I'll keep my fingers crossed. I was really happy to see you. I was really sad that Bud Soda came in after you had already left.
Oh, I missed you, Bud Soda. Oh,
yeah, I'm sorry.
You missed Bud Soda. You missed Cody and Autumn from Alaska. They jumped on. Yeah, they are adorable. They're just the sweetest couple.
Yeah, don't forget our New York versus Alaska challenge is coming up on July 9th. Be on the lookout for that, guys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're all going to be doing videos, and I think Steve's going to Steve's supposed to get a hold of me about having us on his channel so we can discuss it. It's going to be Bud Soda, me, Lou and Mary, and Cody and Autumn. It's going to be for charity.
Long Island Dash
So-
Experience and Alaska Gigs and Guns are the channel names. Check them out, guys. Subscribe, like, comment, hit that notification bell. Help these guys get to 1,000 subs. Help us all out. We'd very appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And don't forget the Long Island Dash Experience too, Lou and Mary.
Don't forget
They're
That's
going
what
to
I
be
just
with
said.
us.
I
Oh,
said
I'm
Long
sorry.
Island Dash Experience and Rideshare Lisa.
I'm tired.
Okay, guys, I have to go.
All right,
wrap
we gotta
this up.
go.
Thank you.
Take
All
care,
right,
guys.
bye.
Bye, guys. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to be wrapping it up for tonight. Don't forget to jump on to John's channel, which is also in my community post, 9:15. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. I will be back again next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Thank you for being awesome and being awesome drivers and having so much wealth of information. I have so much fun being here on Tuesdays. Before you leave, don't forget to also give this live a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. So, guys, if you're driving, please stay safe and healthy. Remember, kindness is always free. I love you guys, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, everyone. Peace out.